because University of Chicago has been very well known for liberal arts. So how do you think liberal arts as a course of study can be popular in India?
Well, it seems to me that really many of the things that are most important in India today in terms of public culture, politics, media, all the things that are so popular every day in India are in some ways best approached through a liberal arts framework. So I think there's plenty of room, not just in terms of the classic objects of academic inquiry that we all know, literature, etc., but also in terms of popular culture. I mean, I think that would be, popular culture and politics would be one of the places in which a liberal arts perspective would be, particularly useful for contemporary India.
So why has liberal arts been very popular course of study in the West compared to the East?
Well, I think there are obvious reasons why in some ways there's been a focus on more kind of pragmatic forms of education that are oriented towards careers and so forth in the non-Western world. But having said that, I think it's important not to lose sight of the important values of a liberal arts education, not least also for those people who are pursuing careers in the sciences or in medicine or in engineering or whatever. It's not an either or. It's we imagine it as something that can inflect any kind of professional or technical education as well.
Anthropology as a course has been very popular in the West as a course of, as a major for liberal arts. So do you think that it can prosper well in an Indian economy too, because the cost of the lab setup, etc., is pretty much costly? So do you think it's prospering here?
Well, it depends on what kind of anthropology you're doing. The kind of anthropology I do is extremely inexpensive. All it takes is, basically me, a computer, some writing materials. I mean, I'm a sociocultural anthropologist. I sort of do my own field work. I do my own research in archives and interviews. So personally, I don't need any big lab setups. I mean, if you're talking about physical anthropology, if you're talking about archaeology, all of which are parts of anthropology more broadly defined, then of course you're talking about more extensive kinds of technical infrastructures. But certainly, I mean, by comparison to what happens in, say, medicine or in the natural sciences, the kind of expenses that even those parts of anthropology would require is, not at all on the same level.
So, so anthropology as a course have not been wooed by most overseas colleges in our country. Maybe because of the monetary benefits attached to it is not very high. So the minting money part. So will University of Chicago be promoting it in India?
Really, the University of Chicago India Center is committed to engaging in the whole spectrum of disciplines and schools that we have at the University of Chicago. So that includes, of course, the professional schools, the medical school, the law school, social policy, as well as across the academic disciplines, including social science and humanities. So yeah, I mean, we're really committed to, sort of bringing the full package to India, as it were.
For from the recruitment perspective, now that we are moving towards a more placement-oriented, a skill development-oriented education system, do you think liberal arts can be a key course in inculcating leadership skills and other soft skills in students?
Absolutely. I mean, I think in some ways, a liberal arts education is also an end in itself. But certainly, I would see it as being key to any kind of approach to questions of leadership and work in the sciences and really any domain of professional education.
Sure. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much.